Hello and welcome to this next video in which I will be talking about the best budget smartphones that you can buy right now as of mid-2014. In this video I'm going to talk to you about 5 phones ranked in order of which I think you should consider if you're a budget conscious smartphone buyer in mid-2014, and I'm going to talk about the reasons why each of these phones are on the list and what they offer to you as a buyer in terms of your bang for buck ratio. Number 5 on this list is the iPhone 5C 8GB model. The iPhone 5C 8GB model retails in the UK for £429, and this in itself defeats the objective of being a budget phone. But for the purposes of this list, it is the cheapest iPhone that is currently available, and therefore it qualifies because it is a budget iPhone. It also offers a solid phone experience for anyone who buys this phone, but as I said, the reason it is at the bottom of this list in terms of its positioning is because its pricing does not match the other phones on this list, but it is still a solid phone and a serious consideration for anyone who doesn't want to sacrifice anything in terms of compromises if they want to get a solid phone and want to have an iPhone that just works. Number 4 on this list is the Nokia Lumia 520. Ever since its introduction, the Nokia Lumia 520 has been a revolutionary device for the budget-minded smartphone buyer. The phone offers a stable and very intuitive Windows Phone 8 experience, and it is also a nice phone, but the reason it is number 4 on my list is because it has too many compromises in comparison to some of the other phones on this list. It's positioned higher than the iPhone because it's a lot cheaper, but it's positioned at number 4 because it lacks some of the basic features that a lot of consumers would want from a phone. For example, its camera is not that great, and it lacks a front-facing camera. It also lacks a flash on its camera, and it also doesn't have wireless charging, which is a Nokia Lumia speciality. But what it does do is it offers a solid Windows Phone experience, and one of the great things about Windows Phone is it's starting to close the app gap that exists between itself, iOS and Android, and therefore the Nokia Lumia 520 is a good recommendation for anyone who wants to buy their first smartphone and doesn't want to spend a lot of money buying one. It retails for as low as $50 in the USA and retails for around £70 in the UK. The Nokia Lumia 520 is a good recommendation, as I said, for anyone who wants to buy their first smartphone. Number 4 on this list is the Moto E. With the Moto E, Motorola wanted to push the boundaries of offering a solid experience in a smartphone for the cheapest possible price, which is set by its predecessor, the Moto G. The reason that the Moto E is on this list is because it has a competitive price, it has a nice sized screen, although the resolution is not that great. It has a good battery for the size of the phone that it is, and it also offers full day battery life, and it has a solid Android experience because it runs the latest software, and Motorola are excellent at delivering software updates regularly as soon as Google makes them available. It also has front-firing speakers which aren't necessarily the same quality as HTC's boom sound, but to have front-firing speakers is a nice thing. The negatives of this phone are that it doesn't have a very good camera, it lacks a front-facing camera, and it doesn't have 4G. But what most people buying any of these phones isn't necessarily looking for 4G as a primary thing that they're concerned about. Number 2 on this list is the Nokia Lumia 635. The 635 is a 4G handset that runs Windows Phone 8.1 out of the box. It is a solid new budget Lumia that many people can purchase, as the price range is quite acceptable for a number of people who want to get their hands on a budget 4G handset. It retails for $168 or 139 British pounds, and it also offers great software that runs smoothly on its specifications. It doesn't have a front-facing camera, which is a bit of a compromise. Its camera is not that great, as it also lacks a flash. But the battery is quite big for the phone, for the size and class of phone that it is, and it also offers a nice large 4.5-inch display, but the resolution isn't that great, and the colour reproduction is also poor. But what the Nokia Lumia 635 offers is a solid Windows Phone experience with the latest software operating system, and it gets people introduced to what many of the new features that Windows 8.1 has to offer, particularly Cortana, which is Microsoft's virtual assistant, which competes with Google Now and Siri, and it also offers some enhancements to Windows Phone that have long been asked for by the community of people that own them. So the Nokia Lumia 635 is the second choice on my list of the top 5 smartphones that you can buy right now. Number 1 on my list is the Moto G. The Moto G offers a no-compromise smartphone experience, and the reason it is number 1 on my list is because it offers all of the things that a budget smartphone conscious buyer wants, so that they don't feel that they're not getting everything that a high-end smartphone would offer. With the Moto G, a consumer is getting a decent camera, a decent front-facing camera. They're getting a big battery and a big screen that has a nice sharp resolution for the price that's been offered. Recently, not so long ago, Motorola also offered a 4G version of this handset, which means that many people can now buy this phone and enjoy the benefits of 4G and gain faster internet speeds no matter where they are in the world. 4G is also great for connections and connecting people together, and what Motorola has managed to do with the Moto G is show that you don't need to spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds on a high-end phone to get a good phone experience. Buying the Moto G offers a great experience at a nice price, and it doesn't cost the earth to own one. In terms of pricing, the Moto G is priced for the 16GB non-LTE version is $199. For the LTE version, which is only 8GB, it's $219. And in Britain, the 16GB non-LTE version is £164.41, and the 8GB 4G version is £155 off contract, so SIM free. But as I say, the Moto G offers the greatest experience for a budget-minded smartphone buyer, and it's a highly recommended phone by a lot of reviewers if you want to get a good phone experience for a cheap price or an inexpensive price. And I myself fully recommend anyone who's looking to buy their first smartphone or wants to buy a secondary smartphone to supplement their more expensive handset. The Moto G is a great choice for people who want to do that, and it is also the best phone, the best budget phone that you can buy right now as of mid-2014. So there you have it. There's my 5 phones that are the best budget handsets that you can currently buy in mid-2014. If you have any views, comments or opinions, please leave these in the comments section below. If you liked this video, please hit that like button, and if you want to see more videos like this one, please also subscribe to my channel. If you have any other views or opinions, or you want to follow me on social networks, I'll leave these in the description below. And I would like to thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you all in a future video. Thank you very much for watching. and goodbye.